Hey, this is William DuVall of Alice in Chains, and you're on BackstageAxxess.com, where the real show begins.
BackstageAxxess.com. We're here at the Warwick booth at NAMM 2014 with lead singer, guitarist William DuVall of Alice in Chains. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Yeah.
So tell us about your relationship with Warwick. How long has it been going on? And
I'm
why
actually
you're
with
here?
Framus.
Okay.
Over on the other side here.
Okay.
So Framus guitars. The past year or so, I've been taking them out on tour and using them, and their top of the line models are great. I mean, they're up there with anything, you know.
Do you use the guitars also on the albums too, or just on tour?
I haven't been able to record with them yet, but well, actually, I did do a session recently with one of the guitars they made for me, and it worked out great. But nothing with Alice yet.
Okay.
But I have been using them on the road for the past year. The Pantera model and the Diablo.
Okay.
And now I'm talking about maybe using that new one over there, the Idolmaker. They only made 3 of them so far, but looks like an interesting guitar, so might take that to Australia next month.
So you guys are heading to Australia.
We are.
The album came out last year, did very well, and Black Gives the Way to Blue did very well. Are you, is the band kind of like, you know, the response has been overwhelming. I mean, you came in, the band hasn't missed a beat. So, I mean, it's been a very, very positive response when you join the band. So, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, the band's, you know, accepted you and you fit right in.
Yeah, no, it's good. And also, you know, it's a multi-generational audience now.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of people who only know the band with me or discovered the band through my involvement. Or, so, you know, all of it kind of comes together to make for a really fortunate situation that we don't take for granted for a second.
Right. The writing on both records, since, you know, the last one, was there a difference? Was there a growing process for you as a singer-songwriter between the records?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think your goal as an artist is to keep growing, to keep expanding, and between Black Gives the Way to Blue and the Devil Put Dinosaurs Here, I mean, there were several world tours. You know, there were so many things that happened in my personal life. There were just so it's been like trying to surf a tsunami, you know, and I think that the Devil Put Dinosaurs Here and whatever growth is represented on that is just the very tip of the iceberg, the very just beginning of trying to express and make sense of this whole 8-year ride that's still continuing.
Yep.
I mean, be making sense of this whole thing for a long time, I think, and that goes for all 4 of us, you know.
Did you fit in a little bit more comfortably, obviously having a little bit more time with the band, you know, with the writing sessions and, you know, adding more, you know, taking on a bigger role, playing more guitar lead, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like lead guitar on Phantom Limb and stuff, you know. Yeah, I mean, bands are very peculiar entities, you know. I mean, very sort of fragile alliances, and you know, but we've been able to make it into a kind of a cool thing, and we, I'd say we're in a pretty cool place, you know, right now, because of all the years that climbing that hill that we had to climb to make Black Gives the Way to Blue, and do all of that work prior to Black Gives the Way to Blue. So like starting in '06, all that work we did just to sort of reestablish this thing and take it into new places, that momentum is kind of carrying us even now. You know what I mean? And
you said you're going into Australia next month. Yeah. Any summer tour plans with the band?
Yeah, Australia, Pacific Rim, you know, so Japan, Singapore, coming back, doing the United States, going over to do some things in Europe, you know, like Nebworth with Metallica, that's been announced already in England. And then after Europe, doing the US again in the fall. So it's going to be a full year. Anything,
obviously you probably can't talk about it, but any hints of what the band's going to be doing for a summer tour? Hint?
For a summer tour?
Yeah.
You mean in terms
for the US?
Oh, well, there's talk right now of doing 2 US tours. So like one in the spring and one in the fall, you know? So hopefully we'll get to some places we haven't been in a while.
Okay,
you know?
Arena? Are we looking at arena tours?
I don't know. You know, all that's still being hashed out. You know, we're still working that out.
Tell us about your side project. You know, your original band.
As you said, fall.
Yeah, and you were talking about doing some recording. Is that what the?
You know, that there's a strong possibility of that.
Okay.
Because you know, I mean, I've always got a lot to say.
What about Neon Christ? Anything with
Neon? That's funny. I just ran into somebody outside who knows Danny Langford, the bass player of Neon Christ. He was like, "Hey, I know Danny Langford." I'm like, really? We're at NAMM. Like, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But you know, we're all still close. You know, going back to when we were children, literally. You know, and so I actually helped. I produced Jimmy Deemer's band, The Accidents, which Danny Langford is in. And I mean, I just did a session with them a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So we're all still very close. I mean, playing under the name Neon Christ, you know, I said our last show, our reunion show in 2008 was it. And I'd like to keep it that way. Just when you say you're done, you're done. But maybe recording some of the old songs that never got properly recorded, just to have them as a document, or to use them in the documentary film that we've been working on about the whole Atlanta punk scene. That may happen, sure. Yeah.
So the band's going to be obviously doing, like you said, a worldwide tour for possibly the next year. Alice in Chains we're talking about. Any possible releasing of live DVD? I mean, you guys are fantastic live, so capturing that would be great.
Yeah, we've filmed a few shows, and you know, over the years, you know, like somebody will come up to us and we'd like to shoot you in 3D, or we'd like to, you know, and we do it. We haven't released any of it. I don't know if or when any of that stuff would see the light of day. At some point, I would really like to document a show and put it out, you know, or a series of shows, and put it out, just for the sake of, you know, just for the sake of doing it, man. I mean, you know, because we've done so much work over the last 8 years, and I think the most crucial aspect of that work has been on the stage, because that's how we bonded in the first place in order to get the momentum to make the records. You know, we had to prove ourselves as a live band first, to ourselves and to the world. So I think at some point we're going to have to release something. You know? Maybe we'll film it this year. That'd be good. You know.
And I saw probably 100 shows last year of all different acts, and I have to say you guys are definitely one of the best shows I saw last year.
Thanks.
I saw you guys twice actually. And
right on.
One of the you guys got to see them. So one of the shows of many countries that are going to be checking this video out, go to AliceInChains.com, I'm assuming, and check out the tour dates, because if you miss them, you're missing out. Because if you want to see one of the best bands live, you guys are one of the best bands live.
Thank you.
So check it out. Check out the latest album. Go to the website to check all that information out too. And we thank you, William DuVall, for taking the time to talk to us at BackstageAxxess.com. NAMM 2014. Check it out.